Have you ever set a limit order on your MetaTrader, then went to make some coffee, and then when you came back to the charts, you saw the trade going without you? Well, this video is going to fix that. And it's permanent. I am going to teach you the exact same method that I'm using in order to trade gold on a day-to-day basis. It's my system. I developed it in time, took me a while, and it contains one special element, which is layering. And by the end of this video, you're going to see me execute trades live, so that all you have to do is copy me step by step. Alright, so quick context. Before heading directly to TradingView, let me present myself. I'm Andreea, and I've been trading in the Forex markets for the last 7 years. Specifically, high-risk gold trading by scalping day by day. I own a free community, and I've been generating over 2 million in profits together with my team. If you're curious about it, I will drop a link in the description, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more value regarding gold. Okay, so when it comes to profitability, I will be honest with you, layering is the answer. So let's go to the charts. Okay, so I opened the chart on gold. I'm on 3 minutes time frame. Usually I take entries on 1, 3 or 5 minutes. The chart is Vantage. This is a good broker. If you want more recommendations, simply check the description. And before I show you what layering is, let me show you exactly why taking one single entry can destroy your account. Okay, so let's say that you have a trade idea. We are on this chart and it makes a little bit of sense to go short. I didn't make an analysis. And let's say that you want to take a trade from this area over here. You set your stop loss. This is your sell limit, and you're waiting for the price to arrive in the area of your limit. Well, what happens if you're wrong and, for example, gold decides to go short from here? You simply miss the entry, right? And a lot of traders would say that, okay, there will be another trade to wait for. But how much time do you actually have to wait over and over again when you can actually simply catch this trade idea if you trade differently? Is this familiar to you? Did it ever happen to you? Because I'm pretty sure that it happens to a lot of traders. Now, there is another scenario. Let's say that you're unsure about your setup and you think that the price might go short either from here or from below, right? And because you have fear of missing out, you are going to enter directly from this area and you won't wait for your initial setup and you place a short from this area. Well, what can happen in some cases is for the price to tap your area and go more in drawdown until it actually hits the initial area that you are looking into. And why is it better? The area above has a higher risk to reward, which makes you more profit. And then, because you didn't set the order above and you set it below just to catch the trade, you regret it because now you have a smaller risk to reward. This is not bad, especially if you set a high enough stop loss, but it's not worth the hassle because the profit won't be too big. Plus, if you're doing this, you're going to be a lot more stressed because your trade is going to be in drawdown and you have to manage your emotions. And the third problem that I observed, and I already mentioned a little bit about it, is the risk to reward. Because when you're taking setups like this, sometimes you think of setting the stop loss only above the area of interest, but you think twice of it and you think that you should enlarge it a little bit to the area above. You're not sure about what can happen to the price because you know there are more possibilities on the chart and you might not be right. You don't want to take a stop loss, but also you don't really want to have a very large stop loss either, right? Because again, the risk to reward is diminished. So this is another important problem that a lot of traders are facing when it comes to trading with one single entry. All those problems that I presented now on chart are very important and are affecting your profitability, your consistency, your psychology. There are a lot of problems when it comes to one single entry trades, and I was facing those problems too a couple of years ago when I was learning about trading, and nobody explained me step by step on how to change my approach and actually trade in a way in which I feel more relaxed about my trades, I take better entries, and I actually secure more profit. So this is why I'm here today. Okay, so what is layering exactly? And why am I so excited about it? Layering means that instead of simply picking one single entry, you choose to pick a zone. Let me show you how. So let's say that you still wish to take a sell and you have the setup in mind somewhere around here, right? You know that the market will go short somewhere in here, but you do not know exactly from where. So instead of simply picking an entry, you are going to pick a zone in which you're going to take multiple entries. That's the secret. I'm going to mark it with purple. This is my entry zone for the setup. This zone has a low and a high. The high is 4588 and the low is 4582. Well, basically this means that I can take multiple entries in this specific area for my trade idea. Okay, so how does this zone help us in terms of profitability? Well, remember what I said about one single entries? You can basically take an entry somewhere over here just to make sure that you don't miss the trade in case that it goes into your favorable direction. But you can also take multiple trades on the way, so in case that the price goes in drawdown, you still have a good risk to reward, right? Because if you add more entries over here, it means that your risk to reward increases in case that the price actually hits those levels. So this would be a scenario. So first you made sure that you're in a trade, you do not have FOMO anymore, but now if the trade goes in drawdown, you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to take another trade in here, and now I have more probabilities to make more profit because I have a good risk to reward trade, and I also caught the trade in advance in case that it wanted to go from here. Let's say that you missed the third one. And now a common question is, if I initially planned to risk 1% for one trading setup, if I took 3 trades instead, does it mean that now am I going to risk 3% instead? Well, no, you are still going to risk 1% for your trade idea. We are going to split the risk between those entries. And now I know that I showed you 3 positions, but in fact, when I'm talking about layering, I mean that in this specific area, you can go ahead and take multiple entries. Let's say that we take a couple when the price is somewhere in this area, right? Let's say that I take 5 in here. So I took 5 shorts in here, and then when the price comes a little bit above, I can take another 5. And let's say that now I have 10 layers for this trade idea. Now it really depends on your account size as well. You can modify the number. Maybe let's say that you want to take only 4 layers, 5 layers in total. The whole idea is that you are going to split the 1% risk between all those layers that you have. So instead of risking 1% trade idea, just because we have 1% for 10 layers, we are going to split this 1% to 10. So it means that we are going to risk 0.1% for each layer, which is basically an entry. Now the next step is to grab your trading calculator, and I will show you here my recommendation. And you are going to calculate what does 0.1% mean in lots for you. I'm going to show you further on MetaTrader. And then after calculating your lot size for those layers, you are going to place 10 trades. And that's it. It's simpler than it sounds. I'm going to show you quickly how to do it on MetaTrade, but let's recap what are the benefits of this type of approach. First, and I think that I explained a lot about it, you catch the move almost every time. The chances for you to miss the setup are pretty low. Now second, if the price gives you an opportunity for a better entry, you can catch it because you still have more layers to use. You didn't use the entire risk in the first entry point. You still have a second chance in your zone in order for you to catch more pips in the end and a better risk to reward. And third, especially when you're trading with partials, as you can see the trade by the way goes in the right direction. If you're trading with partials, it's way natural and easier to close the partials. Let's say that we set a partial over here, a second partial over here, another one a little bit lower. Now imagine the fact that when I'm setting those partials, when I'm actually taking a trade, I'm considering the technicals and I'm only taking partials in specific zones. But now for the sake of the video, I'm just placing them randomly. And then let's say that you still have some layers in order to let the trade run on its own. Okay, so this could be TP1, TP2, and TP3. Let's say that when the price approaches TP1, you are going to close 3 layers, meaning 3 entries. Another smart thing that I encourage traders to do is to set the stop loss to break even, because in this way the trade is now running free and also you back some profit. So now let's say that the price reverses a little bit. Let me delete the previous drawing, and now there's the possibility for the price to hit break even for this position, but you still have this one running, or there's a possibility for the price to melt as well. So somewhere in here it will touch TP2, and then you can decide to close, let's say, close 3 more layers. Let's say that you're waiting a little bit longer, and by the end you're going to close 2 or 3 more layers, and then you still have 1-2 layers running. Because the beauty of this strategy is the fact that you can transform a scalp into a swing trade or a day trade if you catch a good entry point. So for example, this entry right here might make sense even for the 1-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, and so on. So you might be already in a trade with a tight stop loss, which make your risk to reward amazing, and then for example, maybe the trade continues running and you still have 1-2 layers that run and producing you profit. So this is the beauty of layering. So see, instead of thinking if you should take profit, if you should close your whole trade at one point and regret the fact that the price was melting in your direction and you couldn't take more, well, with this method, you can secure some profits. You can also wait a little bit longer because you have enough positions to do so. But if you had 1 entry point and 1 exit point, that will make trading way too complicated. You're most probably going to overthink what you're doing, and overall it would reflect direct in your P&L. I'm saying all of those things from experience. It happened to me and I wasn't doing well. Now let's go to MetaTrader. Okay, so I've got my phone over here. I opened the MetaTrader. It's a live account, and for the sake of the video, I'm not going to risk a lot while taking the entry. While I took a small break, this is what happened with my trade idea. Obviously, I didn't take it. However, it's a very good example for the video itself, because I would have taken 3 partials over here, then I would have closed 3 more on the second TP, 2 or 3 more partials closed over here, and then see, it makes a lot of sense because the price melted and you still had 1 or 2 layers running that you can close whenever you want if something like this happens. Even if the price action is slower, this is still possible, right? Okay, so let's recap the steps when it comes to MetaTrader. Steps before taking the trade. Number 1, find your entry zone. Number 2, decide how many layers to take. Number 3, set your stop loss. 4, decide your risk and split it between layers. 5, calculate the lot size inside the FX calculator app. And 6, execute the trade layer with the help of MetaTrader 5, because MetaTrader 5 is actually better than MetaTrader 4, and I'm going to show you why right now. Okay, so this is a crazy situation. I'm still going to use this as an example. But let's say that I want to take a buy from here, right? Because it melted and probably it would reverse a little bit, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily take this trade in real life. I have no idea what's happening. I'm still going to use my live account for the sake of the video, but again, I'm not going to risk a lot. So let's say that the entry zone that I'm planning to have is this over here, right? And I want to risk 1% for the whole trade idea, and I only want 4 layers. Now I am inside the FX calculator and I'm going to go to position side. I picked my instrument. The risk is going to be 0.25% for each layer because it's 1% split in 4, so it's going to be 0.25%. Account balance is 50k, and when it comes to a stop loss for 529.42, entry price somewhere around 4,543.42. This is going to be approximate, but of course you can use the function of pips as well in order to calculate it. So the standard lot is around 0.08. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and this is a trick, I'm gonna go on the chart, on the tap on the magnet on the right, I'm going to set the lot to 0.08, almost 0.09, but I'm gonna do 0.08 since I didn't check any setup in here. I do not want a losing trade, guys. And now if I want to buy, let's say that I tap buy right now 2 times, 1, 2, you can see 2 positions running, and then I'm going to wait a bit. Maybe the price is going to get lower a little bit in my area. It really depends on the area size and how fast the price moves, but I still have time for 2 more layers, so I'm going to go back on chart. Remember the magnet function that makes you move pretty fast when taking entries. Okay, perfect. Now I have a better entry for a buy, so 2 more. So basically now I risk 1% on this account and the trade is running. While doing so, I'm going to set the stop loss for all my trades. Okay, stop loss is 4529.42. I will copy that, I will modify. Now all my entries have a stop loss, and let me delete the previous setup. So I had 2 entries over here and 2 entries a bit lower in the zone. So what I have to do here is to basically set my target. Of course, this trade could go wrong, guys, because it's counter trend. I didn't make any analysis. However, I would set a take profit at a risk to reward of, let's say, let's take the worst case scenario first. I would set my first target somewhere here in the imbalance area or even a little bit lower. I'm going to set a second target somewhere over here. It really depends on the analysis and what you're seeing on the chart. Again, I'm not doing analysis right now. I'm going to have a third one over here, and then I would leave the rest of the position to run. So now that we have 4 layers, we know that I can close 1 entry over here, second entry over here, third entry somewhere over here, and we still have 1 entry to let it run, right? After the trade would go in the favorable direction over here to TP1, you close your first entry, you set break even, you would close your first entry point. I would suggest closing the worst entries first. Then you would set break even to the rest, right? The ones that are running a little bit lower, you have a better entry for them. And then if the trade goes in the favorable direction, you close 1 more layer or multiple layers over here, depends on how many you entered, and then you wait a little bit longer and you see either the trade goes to break even or you catch TP3 as well, and best case you still have 1 layer open in order to close it as a day trade in case that this happens. So this is the method. this is how it's looking like on TradingView. I'm currently $100 in drawdown. I still didn't hit my stop loss. However, I'm happy that I can show you exactly how to take those kind of trades, why it's so important to layer, what are the advantages, how you should benefit from it in a smart way. We've been using this method for years. It works wonders for us, and I'm pretty sure that after seeing this video you know exactly why, and I hope that you're going to implement it. I feel like the more layers you do, the better, but of course it really depends on your capital as well. I recommend you to trade with at least $500 in order for this strategy to make sense. I do have a written guide as well, so you can check it in the description. If you have more questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. I will answer to you, and see you next time.